Hey people, salams, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well and in good health. Okay, so today we're going to take a look at MCB report on the Islam Channel website. It is related to the census data regarding progress that Muslims have made in the United Kingdom and also some of the challenges that they have faced. So you can see in this infographic here, the Muslim population of the UK, they're around about 6%, and the total population is about 67 million currently. So you can see Muslims in the UK have gone from 1.8 million in 2001, so over across 2 decades, to 4 million around 2021. So that was about 4 years ago. And then you can see some stats in the other countries, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. So a new report from the Muslim Council of Britain analyzes census data and highlights the progress and some of the challenges that these communities here are facing, i.e., the British Muslim community. Now, based upon the census data, which took place about 4 years ago, so it normally happens, I think, every 10, 11 years or something, where there's a national census. So everybody in the UK gets these big, thick forms that they have to fill in and ask them questions around their age, their birth, their religion, ethnicity, all that kind of stuff. And then the government is able to collect data and stats on all that relevant information. Now, this report, it provides a range of valuable insights, like I said, around demographic, socio-economical, health profiles, and so on. And like I said, there's about 4 million Muslims right now, probably just over that now in the UK. And this report is saying that British Muslims and other minority faith groups put together are experiencing, good rate, fast rate of growth right now. We do know that although Christians form the larger number in terms of population demographics around the world, the fastest growing religion is Islam around the world. Now, the data here in the UK shows that British Muslims are quite strongly integrated in British society. On the contrary to what right-wing media often shows, Muslims are involved in all kinds of levels of society, whether it's lawyers, solicitors, whether it's bankers, whether it's working as teachers, working as taxi drivers, working in factories, all kind of different jobs. So we do have a strong representation across society. So, and a lot of those British Muslims do, believe in national identity and consider themselves as British Muslims. And they also have increasing levels of education, especially university degrees and so on, and also are involved more heavily in business activities, entrepreneurships, and so on. So the report also talks about challenges that are around policy initiatives, child poverty, housing, and also health inequalities in areas where British Muslim numbers are high in terms of demographics. And it adds responsibility of Muslim civil society to provide mentoring over university and career choices and address needs of some of the issues affecting the communities, such as single parent families who have kids. So let's take a look at some of the key findings. So there's 4 million British Muslims, around 6% of the UK population. 94% of British born Muslims in England and Wales, they have a strong sense of British identity. I mean, like I said, you see a lot of time on right wing media, people saying that Muslims hate this country and all this nonsense. You can see here that a large amount of British Muslims, the vast majority, have a strong sense of British identity and understanding. And also for the first time in census recording, most Muslims are UK born, 50%. But this is high in some cities like Bradford, Walsall, and Oldham, which means more Muslims are being born in this country. So language barriers are the less of an issue because obviously now we're into third, fourth, fifth generation of British Muslims post World War II. Although Muslims have been in the UK for the last 4 centuries in smaller numbers, so language barriers are less of an issue, and 2% of the Muslim population cannot speak English. Mostly, pensioners and some of the Muslim female population. 40% of the Muslim population in England and Wales, in England, live in the most deprived neighbourhoods. That is still an issue that needs tackling at the moment. 1 in 4 Muslim households in England and Wales live in overcrowded residents, 4 times higher than the national average. A lot of people do live with their extended family members, and so on. 50% of the Muslim full-time students are female. The median age of Muslims in the UK is 29 years old, so it's a very young, strong demographic there, compared to 44 across the overall population. So under 30, so a lot of the Muslim population are under 30, which shows that there's a lot of young people ready to contribute positive to society. So about just under 30% Muslim women aged 65 plus years are in bad or very bad health, compared to 13% overall. That needs tackling. Dr. Mikdad Asari of the MCB's Research Documentation Committee said the analysis shows that British Muslims have an exceptionally strong sense of British identity and near universal English language proficiency, so native, among the British born population. And also the report talks about the younger demographic profile, which I've just mentioned, um, in terms of what that might mean, and also this could help with meeting gaps in labour market, contributing financially to state welfare, obviously helping pay pensioners allowances whilst they're working and so on into the pot, and injecting creativity and entrepreneurial spirit. Muslims do have high levels of entrepreneurship. They are involved in setting up a lot of businesses, whether that's online or physical brick and mortar. There are problems around social mobility, some issues around integration, and other issues around Islamophobia and racism still do exist with institutional inequalities, glass ceiling effect, and so on. There is disadvantage that needs tackling. But overall, we can see a big change in how things are being presented right now with the British Muslim community, being big, massive contributors, contributing billions of pounds annually to the British economy and being valued members of society. Okay, people, please do let us know what you think about that in the comment section below. Do you agree with this? Do you disagree? Drop it in the comment sections. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check out the link in the description. Get some great offers there and some halal stuff like halal Haribo sweets and so on. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and share. Catch you in the next one.